Shadow Coast here, and welcome back to our beginner guide in Star Citizen. We are in New Babbage. We are going to wake up, and if we hold F and look to the left, we can click Get Up. Or if you click some buttons and actions like W and stuff, you can stand up. So we are in New Babbage. In our first episode, we ran out of mission and made a little bit of money. In this episode, we are going to outline how to continue to make money via deliveries. So this is a delivery heavy mission, but we are going to cover a few other basics. So we're going to exit. Again, we hold F and look at different keypads to interact. So we're going to head over here to the elevator. Again, hold F, left mouse click, call elevator. Should be on its way. So yes, so we are going to, in this episode, link deliveries together, but we are also going to cover what we call a survival Star Citizen. So here we're going to hold F, and then we're going to use the scroll wheel on our mouse to scroll down to get lobby, and click lobby. So the goal here is to outline how to get food and water and manage the survival aspect that is recently introduced to Star Citizen. So we're going to run out and sorry, trying to text and record does not work. We are in the Nest apartments, and we're actually going to do a little shopping with our hard-earned money. So we're going to run through. We're going to head down to the Metro Loop. Now, I think I outlined this before, but sometimes signs are hard to see. So if you hold F and then you scroll wheel in, you can actually zoom in a little bit to the Metro Loop. So if we wanted to zoom in here to see different things to be more clear. So we're going to head down to the Metro Loop. And instead of going to the spaceport, we're actually going to go to the Commons and see if we can buy some water and food and outline how to use that. So here at the Commons, that is to the right. We have some time to burn, about 5 seconds. And we will come here and get our front seat view. Alright. What? Ran to the wrong side. Look at this, get a nice view of the city. So we are going to exit, and
the capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
alright, sorry. We are going to head to the right. So we're gonna cover survival Star Citizen aspect, but I also wanted to highlight a few shops where you can spend your hard-earned money to buy stuff outside of just food. So we're gonna head up to the Commons, and this is the Commons. Nice, nice and warm in here. We know it's cold outside. You can explore. Looks like there are weights and stuff to work out. Over here we have our sandwiches. So if we guess we can interact with that guy. So here we can buy Marga's sandwich. Um, I I want some more info. What's the red one? Avocado and corn sandwich. Screw that. I do like avocado though. But that sounds kind of weird. Turkey sandwich. Heck yes. So we're going to confirm our purchase of a turkey sandwich.
Smart
Um,
buy.
you're going to notice that we're holding it, but when I left click, nothing happens, and then it kind of goes away, or it's still in my hand, but nothing happens. And that is because we are wearing a helmet, so we can't actually eat it. So to remove our helmet, we can do a few things. The easiest way to do this is if you click I, and then click, or actually, sorry, click back. Here, you can click on helmet unequip, and we unequip the helmet, and then if we hold left mouse, we are going to eat our sandwich, and there we go. We are back up good on food. But we not only have to eat, in the bottom left, our food is 100%, our water is only 85, so we actually need to buy a beverage. And we can do that here. So let's see what the options are. More info. 5 for a Synergy sports drink. And 3 for a Vestal water. So we're gonna just grab the water for now. HEI
Smart buy.
44 hydrating. And let's open it up and give it a sip. Oh, that is good. Some good water. And you can see in the bottom left, I'm 100%, and I actually drank it all. I could have recapped it and stored it, but we're not going to do that. Now, that's littering. I I guess that's how we do it. We just said we're gonna drink some and screw it. It won't let me pick it up, but we're just gonna let it be. That's hilarious. Um, we'll check back on that later. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where it goes. Normally it just kind of disappears. In that case, we threw it to the ground. Let's take a look here. 49. I apologize, I just sneezed. Energize hydrating. So we're going to confirm purchase.
I think you're gonna be
Just
happy
just
with
because
that.
we have it doesn't mean we need to drink it. So we can actually stow, and we're going to stow it, right? So we're going to stow an energy drink. Um, let's, what's this? Godmother sandwich. Layers of cured meat. We're gonna confirm purchase. Um, unable to purchase. What? Huh. I guess that littering might have done us in. Um, let's do a quick buy. So with a quick buy, it did work. And then if we click I and then I click back, what I could see is personal inventory, and
Smart buy.
looks like it's freaking out a little bit. Okay, now we bought it. Yeah, it can be glitchy. Um, I did not want to eat it. I wanted to add it to my personal inventory. Well, that's how you eat. It looks like we're bugging out here a little bit, unfortunately. We're gonna quick buy one of these orange ones.
I think you're gonna be happy with that.
And again, it's a little bit laggy. I apologize. So we're not gonna drink it. We're gonna go again to our personal inventory. And it is not working, but normally it would show up in your personal inventory. We're not going to worry about it, but that's Survival Star Citizen. As those bars get low, you're going to need to come to a major port. Um, uh, or city and head to one of the shops to buy it. Now, if you're on like Port Olisar, if you go to the red vendor, whatever it's called, is it like cabbage or something? I don't remember. You can buy water there, and then at the weapon store they have some snack bars you can buy. What is this? Um, this looks way more fun to buy. I should have come over here. We're gonna Ermer Farmleaf Chibanzu ice cream. Well, that sounds disgusting, but I
I
just
think
want to
you're
see
gonna
what
be
it
happy
looks
with
like when
that.
we eat this thing. Um, oh, yum, yum. Can we get in the light here? There we go. We're gonna click F4 again, and we're eating it like a piece of chicken. All right, well, that's that. Yeah, those things aren't showing up, but they should be under normal circumstances. So I don't know if that's a glitch. We did put our helmet back on. That seemed to work, and great. So now we are back at it. Um, we've eaten food. Just normally there, you saw that I bought an extra sandwich and an extra water. I do recommend that you have them on hand. Unfortunately, it is a little bit. There we go. So the water just showed up here. I'm hoping the sandwich shows up too, or the energy drink. It could just be that the server's laggy. We're gonna head down and back to our ship because now we are very much going to be jumping into linking deliveries together to make more money. So I'll show you what I'm going to do as we are heading. It doesn't really matter what direction. We're going to click F1 to bring up our Moby glass. We're going to click on Contract Manager down here, and we are going to look at some deliveries. So we
Careful, doors
have
are now closing.
one to Port Olisar, one to Hurston. We're looking at kind of where we need to pick up and drop off. Um, this one is on MicroTech, so let's grab that one and just take a look here. From Port Trellisar, nope. Uh, so sometimes we can get some nice one. Alright, so this one's also on MicroTech to New Babbage. So what we're looking for is areas that are close that we know. I don't know where MIC L1 is, but if it's close, we would consider grabbing it. Okay, so we got
Nearing next stop.
two accepted missions. Let's make sure we get off here, and we'll kind of review that before. But effectively, we're linking missions together to help kind of accelerate our ability to make money to buy better ships and equipment and take on more interesting missions. So we are very much in our learning stage. I'm painstakingly showing you every single thing I'm doing, mistakes and all. So we're going to head up to the terminal. And again, I will be posting every single thing I'm doing just to make it absolutely easy for you to kind of follow along. So feel free to hop forward. I'll do my best to kind of tag different times. So we're going to run over to retrieve our ship, kind of come through, swing around left. We are going to come over. We highlighted another bug before. Let's just see. The water finally arrived in our inventory, and oh, the sandwich is nowhere to be found. So lost, lost, lost sandwich. And again, it still thinks that we have two. This freelancer is not a real freelancer, it's a bug. It got screwed up. We're going to retrieve our actual freelancer just because it's easier. Hangar 4. The freelancer, it's a lot easier for us to just like leave packages there. So I do like it a lot better than the Mustang for deliveries. You can do it with a Mustang, just harder. So we're going to go to our ship. So we are going to go to 2 Schumann mining facilities and then drop them off on landing pads. If you're good with delivery missions and you have it all figured out, feel free to jump to the next episode. Literally, we're taking it slow. We're building our base. Effectively, you're probably going to have to run 4 to 5 delivery missions to be able to buy equipment that I'm going to be buying. So I am literally taking this step by step. And did we not click this? Yeah, it's just it didn't trigger there. There we go. So feel free to kind of jump through and use these different episodes as needed. We're going to open up our ship. And we're going to science it. I think the back closes when we kind of take off. But let's see. It would not be good to enter quantum space with an open door though. Clicking R to power up. We're gonna come over here. We're holding F, and then we're gonna click comms. We're gonna hail them. Let us out of here. Yeah, once we power it up, it looks like the door automatically closed. So let's figure out where we're going. We're gonna pull up the mobiGlas, clicking F1. Let's take a look at these 2 contracts. So we have waiting Schumann mining facility on MicroTech, landing pad locker. Schumann mining facility SMO13, SMO22. Let's see, are there any other deliveries that popped up? ArcCorp to Port T, Schumann mining facility, but this is in Lyria. Okay, so another Schumann mining facility 22 for Hurston. So delivery, we want the pickup and deliveries to be as close together as possible. So let's look at these. Again, they're very low rent deliveries, but that's okay. We're just linking them together. In our 3rd episode, we're gonna run out slightly longer missions. So these are kind of short and easier. There's not much of a difference, but let's take on the one that's more expensive or pays out more first. We're going to head over to Schumann Mining Facility SMO22 on MicroTech. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off. So holding spacebar, moving forward, clicking N to close. We are going to head right up into the atmosphere, watching our accelerometer. Oh, whoa. Or excuse me, altitude. I increased it. Yeah. And what I did here is I brought this thing up and I clicked C to kind of hold it there, which is nice. So we don't have to kind of hold W. So clicking C over here just sets us at this speed, or it tries to. Obviously, if there's resistance or you can't, it won't. We're going to go all the way up. You can see here our altitude. We're waiting until we pass 10,000 before we're going to turn around. And we will quantum leap over to, or quantum jump over to Schumann Mining Facility SMO22. So we're going to kind of come back down and around. And the pickup was literally right in front of us. That's okay. Um, oh, it was on the other side of the planet. So we're going around the planet. So it wasn't right in front of us. I misread the length. I thought it said 1 kilometer, but it was 1,000 kilometers. So it was not right by us, so we needed a quantum jump. Alright, so we quantum jumped around the planet. Sometimes it'll glitch and jump you into the planet. It hasn't happened to me, and I just jinxed myself, so knock on wood, for a while. At least not in this persistent universe that I've experienced, but it can, so just be prepared. Um, we will, for our next episode for longer delivery jumps, talk about quantum fuel, refueling, other things you need to do. But for this one, we are staying local within the MicroTech area in Port Tressler area for easy deliveries. And I do recommend you run a couple of these just to get the feel for literally landing, using your ship, getting in and out of the ship, picking up packages, delivering packages, and effectively what we're trying to do is we're trying to make about 10,000 AUEC so we can purchase a few items. We want a rucksack, we want a hand mining tool for a few later episodes we're going to shoot. Here you can see we're moving kind of slowly. We are very much on MicroTech, which is an atmosphere. Remember that we still have not bought appropriate clothing, so we want to get in and out as fast as possible because it is very cold outside and we can freeze to death. Now, if you do die and you do crash, not a big deal. You'll reload and reset. The only thing that's annoying is that when you head to pick up your ship, you have to file a claim and you have to wait. So I think it's 15 minutes, but you can spend AUEC to expedite the process and get your ship quicker, which is always nice. Alright, so we're getting kind of close. It's coming into view. We're holding F and then zooming in just to take a look. I actually don't know if they have a landing pad. They might not. So what I always recommend is kind of get close enough, hold F, and then, oops, hold F, whoa. Get somewhat close, hold F, and then mouse wheel in, and take a look at where you need to go. So that is a landing pad, it looks like, which is great. So we can kind of land on it. Okay, so I know what we're going to do. We're going to go into this view. We're going to drop our landing gear. And we're going to kind of bring it down easy, nice and easy. We're using Q and E to kind of rotate or roll. And I don't want to... Trying to bring us down. So we don't freeze to death. Great, so I'm going to click F. You could click Y or you could click exit the seat. And most of the time you would take the time to open and close our ramp when we leave. In this case, we're going to leave it open for speed's sake. You're going to see me run right down because we are freezing in the bottom left. It's negative, like ridiculously cold out. There's even a air cycle lock on this just because it is so cold and the atmosphere is so harsh. I'm gonna run in here and we have another pickup machine, so let's go click on pickup. Alright, we got our first package. Now remember, we're linking together missions, so we are not done yet. So we have one package. Again, we are... Uh-oh. I might have screwed myself. Uh-oh. Mistakes happen. This is one of them. We're gonna drop this thing. And we're going to open the ladder. And luckily we do have a side entryway. It is negative 45, which is pretty cold. But it's not as cold as other spots. And what we're seeing here is, can we... yes, we can. Whew. That was, I thought that ramp would come down a little further. Luckily, our ship has a side door, which is always nice. So we got our first package. We tried to get a little too cute with our landing. Just make sure you can get back into your ship. It is possible to land in a way where once you exit, you can't get back in. So don't do that. That would be bad. You can kill yourself by holding backspace and kind of resetting yourself, but then it's annoying because you have to file a claim and then wait for your ship. But if you happen to get stranded or try to do a spacewalk that goes awry, holding backspace, or if all else fails, log out, log back in, and you should wake up in the major port or area that you last were. Alright, so one package down, but we are not done just returning it. We're linking together missions. So we are going to switch over to track this mission, which is pick up from SMO 13. SMO 13. If we wanted to, we can kind of zoom out. In this case, we can, we don't, that's not it. Now we can set a route to pick it up. We're going to hold space. We're going to retract landing gear. And this go around, we did not close the door. And you can see it's open. So we are gonna exit. Our ship should be flying straight up. Now let's not get too cute. We are gonna close the door. Package 1 is secured in here. I like to drop cargo in here. A, because it says cargo. B, it won't get sucked out because there's an extra door. Don't, try not to make those mistakes, but you know what? It was good for learning purposes. Luckily, we are almost at 10,000. Alright, we're at 10,000. Gonna click C off. And we did set a course, but we're gonna spool up. Now we're not too worried about quantum fuel. Because we're all staying within the MicroTech and Port Tressler area, so we're not using that much QT fuel. QT does stand for quantum travel. We got fairly close. And Shubin Mining Facility, SMO. get there a little quicker. Alright, we're overheating. Alright. Yeah, there are better ships that are built better for altitude versus, or excuse me, atmosphere versus space. We are in a, I believe, technically the Freelancer I think is a light exploration vessel. To be honest, I'm not sure exactly what that means. Alright, so we haven't seen what... Alright, our basic fuel. Using a fair amount, flying around the atmosphere. So let's take a look. Alright, so... do they have a landing pad? This looks like a bigger... So we're gonna take off. We're gonna click C again so it's not just automatic. So what I'm doing here to zoom in is I'm holding F and then using the mouse wheel to kind of view it. And they have several landing fields. To choose from. For these we don't have to hail them, but just to science it, I don't know what happens. Platinum Bay landing services. Yeah, nothing happens. They're not gonna assign me a spot. Alright, so I guess it's dealer's choice. Let's not get too cute here. Kind of come in. Just want to make sure I'm far enough forward so that landing door doesn't... Hopefully that works. So we can click Y or exit. Package 1 is in here. Normally, again, we would want to close our door, but because we're cold, still. Alright, we should be able to jump up there. We'll see. It is -1 degrees Celsius, so not quite as cold. And where is the pickup? That is over here. Alright. One option is trading, so we could click this and we could select our freelancer. You can see we have 66 SCU. And we could, I guess, I mean, we don't have anything to sell. We don't have any illegal cargo. They don't have anything to buy, but that's how you trade. We'll cover that later. We are currently on our kind of infant stages of learning how to play the game. So we're going to grab this. So we have package number 2. We just linked together 2 delivery missions. And now we're running back to our ship. Now remember, if you're walking slowly with the package, use the mouse wheel. So as I mouse wheel down or towards me, I walk slow. If I mouse wheel up, I move faster. And that does even impact, you know, carrying the package. So we're gonna jump. Alright, we still, I thought we could make it, but we can't. Luckily we have this door. And we do bring our package up. And we are going to set it down. Let's just drop it. I think they should put some styrofoam in there so it doesn't break. Alright, and we learned our lesson. We need to close this. I actually don't know what happens if we try to quantum travel with it, but I'm not going to science it in this episode. We can do that later. Alright, so hop back in our seat. So when you're in your pilot seat and you're all powered up, ready to go, one thing some areas have is if we go to our mobiGlas, click on Vehicle Maintenance Services. So it's right next to your contract manager. And here, if we click on Repair, Refuel Hydrogen, Refuel Quantum Fuel, whoa, 407. You can purchase this stuff, and that's how you refuel. We are not going to do any of that. At least not for now. Later on, we probably need to. So we're going to take off, and we have to deliver our packages to New Babbage. We are going to do the same thing, is shoot straight up to the sky. And let's not do too much rotating. You can see that turret. So while we're at it here, this is going to take a little bit. Let's just head straight up. I think I don't know about you guys. I was awfully curious about this. If I hold F and I look up, or I stand under this thing, I can enter the turret. This is where Star Citizen gets cool, because some ships have some really cool things to do. We are in the turret. Now, if I hold F, I actually have to turn the power on to the turret. And then we are in our turret, and we can fire stuff. Isn't that cool? If I click Y, it's the same deal. It's gonna exit me from the turret. So, thought I'd show that. Kind of fun. Like I said, lots of ships have different things you can do, experiment with. If we wanted to, we could take a nap. But we're working now, so let's get back to work. Okay, great. So we are at altitude. We are going to quantum jump over to New Babbage. So I'm gonna click B. We're gonna let it spool up. And it is on the other side of the planet, so we definitely want to quantum travel. Now this game gets a lot more fun when we play with friends, and I do hope to post some videos on playing with other people, be it friends or randos. But if you have a group that's all interested in Star Citizen, highly recommend you play with friends because it does get a lot more fun. Now here's the thing for these landing pad missions, landing pad lockers. We can fly directly to wherever the delivery drop-off is. So we are going to head over to our delivery drop-off. 1. Again, this episode's all about delivery. We're doing the basics, walking you through how to do it. Again, when you're first starting, I personally would recommend picking new Babbage because you're going to learn a lot. These missions, while they don't pay a lot, they're very close together. So you'll be successful, especially if it glitches out. You've only invested 20 minutes of your time versus flying all over the universe and then it glitches out and you don't get your payout. Can be extremely frustrating. That being said, there are going to be missions that pay a lot more that we will be jumping into. The first several episodes of this beginner's guide are going to be focused on deliveries, but as we kind of increase and purchase more equipment and items, and even potentially rent better ships, we will be taking on more advanced missions. Alright, so I know it's this thing. I am deploying my landing gear. I'm clicking control to lower me. And I am just lining this up. Now here's the thing is we have 2 of these, but we have 2 missions. The landing pads are different for each mission. So it's not like we get to deliver both packages to this one, as nice as that would be. That's not how it works, unfortunately. So we're just going to rotate a little bit and sit down. We know New Babbage tends to be cold. So I click F to come back into my ship, Y to exit. And here's the deal. Make sure we get the right package. It is this one for this mission. I think this is the lower paying of the 2. They both were pretty low paying. And here we go. We're going to run, and you can see in the bottom left, it is negative 450. Well, it is cold out. Negative 58 degrees Celsius. We have 28 minutes of survival. And let's click drop off. This is the one. It's telling us to drop off. We will place the package in there. I always like to wait to make sure I get my money. So right now I'm at 47,000 UEC and objective complete. And you can see here I'm at 48 because it was only 1,000 unfortunately. We are going to head over here. We're going to click on this and click track because we want to track where we need to go. And you can see the drop off is a different building. Unfortunately. So let's head back to our ship and head over to the other tower. It is kind of cool how they're different towers. That's going to create some drag, I think, so we are going to close it. Now, if you are in a Mustang, I only know how to fit 1 box in a Mustang. The Aurora, if that's your starting ship, I think you can fit more. We're going to close our landing gear. And yeah, we're over here. There we go. Let's head over. So it's hard to run multiple missions. If you're playing this as of now, everyone should have the Freelancer for now. You know, I think they give you different ships, especially as there's so many glitches or things go wrong. They kind of give you access to a few options on occasion. I don't think that's the case all the time. So, you know, depending on how much money you're willing to spend, you might be, you know, better off spending a little more money up front, like real money, to buy a slightly nicer ship that's going to give you a little more versatility, but that's kind of a personal preference. I personally um, don't have a lot of money, so I just got the Mustang package, which was the cheapest at the time. Again, this was over 3 years ago. I want to say at least 2 years, I think 3 years. All right, so we are going to link together our second package and last package for this episode. I think both of these were only 1,000, unfortunately. In the next one, we're going to try to link together 2 or 3 much higher paying missions. It is cold out, so we are going to hustle. We're going to come here, drop off, and hold F, click left mouse button to put it in. Yep. We're at 48,725. Boom. Now we are at 50, because it was, I think, 1,500. And that is how you make money as you begin your Star Citizen journey. Recommend running delivery packages to build up some money. Now, a lot of you might have said, hey, you have this cool looking rucksack pack, and you have a machine gun. I don't think you can tell here, but I do have a pistol on one side and I have my multi-tool here on my left side. This is why you're running these delivery missions out, so you can buy literally all the gear that I'm wearing right now to take on different missions later on. So we will review purchasing gear and items in the next episode. For the rest of this episode, we are actually just going to have a little fun, explore the city a little bit, and head back to the spaceport to land. And there we will refuel and repair as needed. One thing I will say for fuel and stuff, if you log out or are taking a break for a while, don't spend the AUEC. Just when you log in, I think it provides you full full fuel. I'm like pretty sure. If you log right in and out, it might not. But after this, we are actually taking a break. So I'm actually not going to, and in the next episode, we'll actually take a look to see if we need to do that or not after taking about a 20-30 minute break. So we will science that. We're just heading towards the spaceport we're going to land. So that kind of concludes the major component of this episode. Really, this was all about linking together easy delivery runs, which we did. We did 2 of them. They were for not a lot of money. The next one we're going to take on higher paying delivery runs, which we're going to want to do. Looks like it is nighttime. So we're going to need to where's our landing bay? We might not be as close as I think we are. Oh, there it is. It just popped up over here. We're going to click C to take off the thruster piece. And oh, our landing gear's already down. Clicking control to lower myself. Our landing gear is not deployed. Let's make sure this is our bay. Our bay is right in front of us, because if you try to enter the wrong bay, the door is either closed, or if it's someone else's landing bay, you will be fined. and your ship will be impounded, which is a waste of money to pay for and just not worth the aggravation. So taking it nice and easy, coming in, and there we go. Nice little landing here. Let's open our Moby glass. I don't remember how much it was before, but I don't think that it's cheap. It could be. I don't know if fuel's cheaper in some areas or not. I think, you know, this is higher, but we've been using more fuel just from deliveries and stuff. So I think it's actually pretty uniform across. But again, we're going to log out and see if we need to do anything when we log back in. So thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you found this video helpful. As always, I appreciate a thumbs up. Obviously, a subscribe would be a huge help to the channel. And please comment, am I missing things? Do I need to explain things in more detail? If I am missing things, please let me know. And I hope to see you again in the next episode in this series or on the channel in general. Thanks so much for watching and hope to see you again soon. Shadow Coast out.